The trick with this question was to know that a prism is really just an area of a shape, a familiar shape, times by its depth. And so we've got the depth of this prism, so if we divide it by 10, we should be able to work out the area of the trapezium at the end of the shape. And if we know that, then we should be able to work out the height of this shape. So I'm just writing down what I've just told you there. So the volume of a prism is equal to the area of the n-shaped cross section. That's the area of the familiar shape at the end of the shape, at the end of the prism, times by its depth. Okay, and so I'll just draw a quick little picture so you can see that. So here's my trapezium, the end part of the shape, and now I'm going to turn it into a 3D by drawing another trapezium slightly up the page and then just connecting the corners. So that's how you go about drawing a 3D shape. Okay, and clearly I can mark in the depth, can't I, and the height, which is what I'm looking for, h. So I'm going to mark the depth, 10, and now I'm going to start to fill in the formula I've got. They've told me the volume in the question. That's 608 centimeters cubed, and the area, well, I don't know that yet, so I'll just have to leave it as area of the trapezium, the end shape. But I do know the depth. So if I divide both sides by 10, I can see that 60.8 is going to be equal to the area of the end trapezium. And you'll be happy to know that the formula for a trapezium is actually on the formula sheet of your exam, so even if you forgot it. So the area is equal to the average of the two parallel sides divided by the gap between them. In this case, it's the height of the trapezium, and multiplied by the average of the two parallel sides. So to find the average, don't you add two shapes together, the two lengths together, and divide by 2. So that's what's going on there. So 60.8. I'm just going to sort the brackets out first because that's what Big Math says. That's 19, and then I'm going to do half of 19 to leave me with the formula for h. And of course, if I divide by 9.5, no, I'm going to cheat now. I'm not cheating really, but I'm using my calculator to get the answer. And here we go. 60.8 divided by 9.5 equals 6.4 centimeters. So this prism has to be 6.4 centimeters high. And I'm going to write a little sentence because I like to do that for the examiner. Trapezium prism, or trapezoid, okay, is 6.4 centimeters high. Okay, let's have a quick look at the examiner's report, and it seems we've either got full marks or no marks. So it's just really knowing your prisms, the formula, how do you form the volume of a prism really. And the marks, yes, pretty much is laid out there. Okay.